Local 22's Spencer Conlon joining us live tonight with those details. Spencer?
Well, good evening, Lauren. You'll recall we were the first to report Bishop Coyne plans to release a report on priests who have been accused of sexually abusing children sometime this month. But this group says the delay is unacceptable. Survivors Network of those abused by priests, better known as SNAP, is accusing Vermont Catholic Bishop Christopher Coyne of being secretive. The group claims he's withholding the names of clergy members accused of sexual abuse.
Number one, this is about the safety of kids.
The bishop is said to be awaiting a report from a committee he formed last fall. It's made up of laymen and women who are reviewing filed reports of misconduct in the church. It's also compiling a list of clergy members accused of sexual abuse. The report was initially expected to be complete by the first of the year.
The files are massive, 1,000 pages, some of them, and you have to look at every single piece of paper.
David Clossie, a lone protester, spoke with reporters outside the bishop's office Monday. He listed the names of 8 priests he says are accused of sexual abuse. Local 22 has decided not to reveal these names until the committee's report is made public.
As hard as it is to recover from a horrific allegation that proves not to be true, I can tell you there's something much harder.
A BuzzFeed article last year detailed decades of alleged abuse at the former St. Joseph's Orphanage in Burlington. It sparked a separate investigation by Attorney General T.J. Donovan.
We would beg him to give at least a progress report, a preliminary report. Months and months and months have gone by.
The AG's office told us the investigation is an ongoing matter and there are no updates. Meanwhile, Bishop Coyne's committee hopes to deliver its report to the diocese later this week.
The 7 members have been left to do their work with no interference. Transparency was promised and received.
The bishop has pledged to release the report publicly as submitted, but Clossie says too much time has passed.
His first month in office, and said this is not a complete list, but every time we have a proven, admitted, or credibly accused child molester, we're going to warn parents about him promptly.
Now, Bishop Coyne was not available for an on-camera comment today, but he did release a written statement which said, while it was hoped that the report of the Independent File Review Committee would have been published earlier this year, the Diocese of Burlington has provided the committee with the time needed to ensure a thorough and accurate accounting of credibly accused priests. As a result, the Independent File Review Committee's work took longer than originally anticipated. The work is just about completed, and the report will be published by the Diocese of Burlington before the end of August. It's also important to note, once Bishop Coyne receives the report, he intends on reaching out to survivors as well as some of the accused priests and their families before it is released to the public. Live in the newsroom tonight, Spencer Conlon, Local 22 News.